Welcome to question and answer session 6. I am Pratap here. So let me address all your questions asked for the last 2 weeks from this notification bar. And some of these questions are useful to most of the people who are learning demand and supply zone price action course. A few questions might be specific to the users, but anyway, this session will be useful to all the members. And also my special thanks to all the members who are appreciating with your smileys, heart symbols, Master 5-star, education, Nilesh. So thank you for your appreciation and your love and affection. Okay, now let me get into the questions. Trying trader. Let me look into your question. Already I replied one of his question, but let me go through. Sir, I am a bit confused in fresh zone and tested zone. You said that fresh zone is supposed to be traded. Yeah. If a zone is fresh, always we prefer to trade. But I also told you, even tested zones also we can trade, but they are the special zones. I have given a name called high liquidity zones. Such kind of zones will be identified with the help of our software. But otherwise, any normal zones, if they are fresh, if they are not yet tested, I repeat, if they are not yet tested, then you have to prefer those zones. The reason is, if a zone is already tested once, that indicates it already consumed the pending orders in that particular zone. Next time again prices are entering the second time. The pending orders are reduced. The zone might have been weakened. So at the time you may not get success to your trade. Once a legout is created, if the prices did not enter into that zone after legout creation, if the prices did not enter into that zone, then you can prefer that zone. After the legout creation, if the prices entered, that means it is tested. Tested means already the existing pending orders are consumed. That is what the meaning. Once it is tested, that means it is consumed. So the pending orders in that zone are reduced. And that does not give any guarantee second time when prices are entering. Maybe you may see some zones might be successful, but it is a luck based. So that is the reason why once the legout is created, after that, if the prices did not enter into that zone, we will consider that as a fresh zone. If once prices entered into that zone, that is no more a fresh zone. Let me show you with examples on the chart, you will get clarity. But before that, let me finish our complete question. I repeat again, sir, I am a bit confused in fresh zone and tested zone. You said that fresh zone is supposed to be tested. Supposed to be traded, Fresh zone is supposed to be traded. So, with retracement, should we place the trade on? Yes, we have to trade on the retracement. But you have two questions. The first question, from legout and back to the zone. Yes, after the legout, back to the zone, it might be immediately, or it might be after few candles, or it might be after 100 or 1000 candles. To reach to the zone, it takes some time. But whatever it is, whether it comes immediately, or whether it comes after 1 year, or it comes after 10 years, till that time the zone is a fresh zone. Once it is entered, immediately after legout creation, the next candle it entered. So it is no more a fresh zone after entered. Till the price enters, it is a fresh zone. The moment once it is entered, after LegOut creation, next candle it came. The price is entered into the zone. Now no more the zone is a fresh zone, it is a tested zone. That means the moment price entered after the LegOut creation, let us assume immediately it entered, at the time you can take a trade. Second time again after some time it came, you should not take the trade. The second scenario, the prices after LegOut creation, prices did not enter into the zone. Did not enter. Prices further moved up, moved up, moved up. Maybe after 1 month or after 1 year it came. Till that time, the zone is a fresh zone. The moment prices are entering into that zone, then you have to take the trade. Because till that time, it is a fresh zone. First time prices are entering, you will take a trade. Because prices entered into that zone, now it is no more a fresh zone. But you have already taken the trade. Because first time before entering, it is a fresh zone. After that again prices go up. Again maybe after some time again it will come back second time. At the time you don't take the trade. But when you will take second time or even third time or fourth time, if it is a high liquidity zone, you can take the trade. I will show you the example, you will get clarity. But let me read your second question also. After the zone is hit again, that means after tested, and then it up till the next retracement. That means you are asking about second retracement, if I am not wrong. Because I didn't understand this question properly. That's why I asked you. Your second point is not clear. Can you please elaborate? That is what I asked. So what is your reply? As you have recommended that fresh zone is the best to trade. Yes. Tested or pierced. Tested means already once prices entered into the zone. That is what the meaning. Once it is came, probably first time when they came, you take the trade. Once you take the trade, it is a tested. Whether you take the trade or doesn't take the trade, that is a different question. Once prices entered into the zone, it is tested. After that, prices will go up again, may come second time. At the time you cannot take because it is already tested. Pierced anyway, it is an invalid zone, you cannot trade. Violated is an invalid zone, you cannot trade. Pierced or violated means the zones are already gone. They are no more valid. So at what stage do we place the order? At what stage? First time when the prices are entering into the zone. That means when they are about to test the zone. First time. When they are not yet tested, they are about to test. At the time you will take the trade. Maybe you take immediately at the proximal 1 level or proximal 2 level, that is a different story. Prices entered into the zone, you will let the prices go more deep inside the zone, then you may take the entry. Because first time they are entering inside the zone. Remember, first time when prices are entering into the zone after LegOut creation, first time after that, first time when they are entering into the zone or after entering inside the zone, maybe near the zone or inside the zone, that is all depending on our risk management. That is what we discussed. Type 1 proximal, type 2 proximal, type 3 proximal. We have already discussed all these points. Currently you are in lesson 7, but all those points we have discussed, I think in lesson 3 or lesson 4 or lesson 5 we have discussed these points. One of these lessons. So you are aware of that. So first time they enter into the zone, or about to enter, just before entering, you may take the trade. Or entered inside, they are going more deep inside the zone, you may take there. But everything, your decision is first time when the prices are entering into the zone. After that again prices will move up if it is a demand zone. Assume it is a demand zone, they are moving up, up, up. reached the target, and once again the prices are falling, and again, second time again they are entering into the demand zone. At the time you don't take the trade. Second time you take the trade only if it is a high liquidity zone. Otherwise you will avoid. There are higher chances second time the zone will be violated. Sometimes some zones work even second time. But there are higher chances the zone will be violated. Because there are higher chances, you don't want to take the risk. That's why you are avoiding to take the trade second time. I hope I made it clear. Okay, anyway, let me finish your remaining part of the question. So at what stage do we place the order? As soon as the zone is formed with a clear leg in, base, leg out. After a leg out is formed, we should place the buy or sell order and exit. No, you will not place buy order or sell order and exit the moment leg out is created. That is not the right way to trade. The reason is you don't know when after leg out creation, when again it is going to enter into that zone. It may enter immediately or it may enter after some time. When you will place the order, when prices are about to enter into the zone, you will place your order. If it is a limit order, or if it is a market order, probably the prices, whenever exact price it enters, at the time you will place order. Anyway, they are placing the orders in your with your broker. Those are the things. Let us don't get into that. After leg out creation, why can't we place the order? Let me give answer to that. The reason is you don't know when again prices will be coming into that. At the time when they are coming, you have to calculate many factors like trend, price direction, location. All these factors should support you. If all these factors are supporting, then you will place the order in that zone. See, every stock new zones will be created. But every zone, newly created zone is not a tradable zone. They are tradable zone only if they are supported by the other factors that you already learned in our course after lesson 7. So many other lessons you learned. At the time we learned about the trend, we learned about the price direction, we learned about the curve. The other name for the curve is location. Apart from to check the quality of the zone, some rules you need to check. Risk reward you need to check. All these factors should support you. If they are support, then you will place the order. If the zone is a fresh zone. Hope you got my point for this first question. So that means after leg out creation, you won't place your order and you will exit. What is your second question? Or should we wait for the testing and then place the order? Okay, what you mean to say testing means a fresh zone first time enter, it is tested. That is what you are trying to say. See, first time entered, it is tested, but at the time you can place the order. First time tested, you will place order. Whether about to test or after tested the first time, but you will place on the same candle, whichever the time period it is entered into the zone, at the time you will place order. But what level you have to place, that is all depending on your risk management and other conditions. Whether prices should be placed just before entering into the zone or after entering into the zone, at the type 2 proximal you have to place order, or type 3 proximal you have to place order. Or apart from, you will be learning concepts in the second phase of the training program, zone confluence and all. Based on that you have to place your order. All these things you will take your decision. But during the first time when prices are testing that zone, or already tested first time, but still the price action is going on for the first test, the price action is not completed. Let us assume prices entered into the zone, that means it is tested, Tested means first time it is tested. And whatever first time it is tested, the price action is still going on. It's not completed. When it is going on, when you have to place the order, a little deep inside, such kind of decisions you will take. But that decisions when you will take, first time when prices are testing that zone, at the time you will take the decision. Because just before that, the zone is a fresh zone. Just because prices entered, the moment entered, price freshness is changed to tested, there is no rule that you cannot take the trade. Because price action is not come, even though the zone freshness is changed, still the price action is not yet completed. So that is the reason why whichever the level your actual price has to reach, until then you will wait. Even though it is tested. Tested means just now the freshness is changed from fresh zone to tested zone. Until that price action completes, you may consider that zone as a fresh zone itself. Until the price action completes, you can still, even though prices entered, still you are considering that zone as a fresh zone. That point you have to, that is the practical, that is the difference between theory and practical. Hope you got my point. Let me show you on the chart, you will get clarity. Any other things you have written? Or we wait for the testing and then place the order. Pending orders will be fulfilled, then stock will run up or down. If all the pending orders in the zone are fulfilled, obviously what happens? If it is a demand zone, all the pending orders completed. That means supply will be dominating. Mostly the zone will be violated if that is the case. I hope that is what I meant by what exactly you are saying, pending orders fulfilled. But if your understanding is different from my understanding, probably again it will convey a wrong meaning to you. In short, what stage do you recommend to place the order? In short, at what stage do you recommend to place the order when we spot a valid demand zone or supply zone? At what stage? At what stage means it is not the stage, at what price level. Let me show you an example. Let me select the stock ITC. Look into this. This is a ITC daily demand zone. Let me hide few candles. Now tell me, what is the freshness of this zone at this point of time? Is prices entered into this zone? No, not yet entered. So it is a fresh zone. LegOut is created. After LegOut is created, the zone is a fresh zone. How long it is a fresh zone? Until next time prices enter into this zone. When it will enter, the next candle itself prices may enter. That possibility is also there. Or after a long time, see here so many candles. After that, prices are now entering. See, now prices entered. Now it is a tested zone. So first time it is tested. When first time it is tested, you will take the entry. Always you take entry first time when the zone is tested or about to test. That means about to test. Before entering itself, you will take. If the risk is high, what you will do? You will take type 1 entry somewhere here. Now just before entering, now you will take the order. If still the risk is high, probably you go for type 3 entry. After coming here only, you will take the order. But if prices goes, already this price action is completed. It is already a tested zone. See now, instead of going up, if prices came further down, entered inside, you will take. If prices went up, that means already it is tested. Once this zone is already tested, you may not plan to take a trade next time again when they are coming. Why? Because already consumed some orders here. Your real order flow is here. But if you are planning your trade at type 3 proximal, that is for your risk management point of view. You missed the trade. Because you missed the trade, you cannot say this zone is not tested. This zone is already tested. You have to draw wick to wick to check whether the zone is tested or not. Wick to wick you have to draw. Zone is tested, but you didn't take entry due to risk point of view. You want to take your entry at this point of time. Or maybe you want to take your entry here. Maybe just reached this zone. Maybe just a few paisa before. Generally what we do, we place our orders just a few, like 0.1% before. Generally you place orders. Because sometimes just before reaching, the prices will turn back. That is a different story. If you would have planned for type 2, definitely you would have got an entry here. Because just before this entry, maybe few paisa before, you might have placed the order. So your trade would have been executed. But you should not argument. See, already it is tested. Now further deep inside, I cannot take the trade because it is already tested. That kind of argument you should not make. Even though at the wick it is tested, the price action is not completed. Prices are further going down. If they are further going down, let it be. That is still part of the first test only. See, now see prices went back. Now again they are turning back into the zone. Now once again if they came inside, that is going to be the second test. That you have to avoid. Why you have to avoid? Because maybe there could be more pending orders in this area, or maybe there could be less pending orders. What happens? Easily the zone will be violated. Let us assume at the bottom of the zone there is a strong order flow is there. Now what happens? Prices go down, now again it will go up. That is a luck based, because you never know where exactly these institutions are placing the orders. But one technique is there, that is what fine tuning the zone. That is what we discussed in lesson 16 or lesson 17. There is a concept zone confluence, and the second phase will land. Until that time, just hold your breath and complete the phase 1 training program lessons. Once you get clarity, after completing the practical sessions of the phase 1 training program, that is lesson 9, you will get better clarity, because there I shown you several examples. Most of your doubts will be cleared during the practical lessons. That is a very important session, lesson 9. After that you get better clarity. Some of your doubts still that are there in our mind will be clarified when you are looking into that practical session. See what happened here? Immediately the prices came here. Sometimes what happens after zone creation, next candle itself prices may come. That possibility is also there. Sometimes multiple tests also will be there. Let me show you an example. Kotak Mahindra Bank. See here. This is the first test. This is the second test. This is the third test. This is the fourth test. This is the fifth test. This is the sixth test. Six times the zone is tested. But still how it is working? You might be wondering how it is working. Because it is a high liquidity zone identified by our software. So this kind of zones will be identified only with the help of the software. Manual way it is highly impossible or highly complex also to identify such kind of zones. And for these kind of zones I have given a name called high liquidity zone. Lot of liquidity is there. That means so many pending orders are there. That's why again and again these zones are working. So this is what you should understand. And I'm looking for some example, anything comes after. No, I'm looking after LegOut creation, again candle will come, next candle itself. Such kind of example, anything is available here, I'm seeing. Or maybe in ITC. Okay, anyway, I couldn't find anything, but definitely sometimes you will see a LegOut will be created, next candle again it will come to the zone. That possibility is also there. Anyway, we'll look into that scenario later. Let me move on to the next questions. Hope I clarified your doubt. Next question. Ashit Kumar is asking, you have traded in futures a lot. So what you see, future chart or cash chart? This is a repeat question. In previous Q&A session, I already answered this question. See, futures and options, they are derivatives. That means they are derived from the equity stocks. They are not the real stocks. They are the derived. That's why we are calling them as derivatives. That means what is the actual cost for the derivatives? It's equity charts. They are the real. And that will be governing the price movements in F&O segment. But always there will be some differences. Maybe 2 rupees or 3 rupees difference will be there. Or if it is a low price stock, probably few paisa differences will be there. Maybe 0.5% or 0.6% or 0.2 or 0.3% difference will be there. But the real price movement you observe only in the equity stocks. That's why I told you how exactly we need to trade by making use of equity charts. The moment prices are entering into your zone, whatever the price in the futures, you place your order. Next time what happens? The pending orders in the zone pushing the price down or up, whether it is demand zone or supply zone. At the time, automatically, whatever the price the futures is having, that will also further go down. And the moment prices are in the equity charts, when prices are reaching your target, what you can do? Exactly at the same, whatever the price equity chart is having, at the time, whatever the price in the futures, at that price you exit from the market. This is one best option. You may ask a question, why can't we directly analyze in the futures charts? We can do that. But the problem is with futures charts, especially during the expiry dates, you see a huge volatility in that stocks, a sudden up and downs, because contracts are going to expire. You want to square off. So that day you see whatever the prices your equity chart is having, and the price movements in future charts will behave in a different way, in a wild manner they will be changing. You might have observed sometimes. Due to that reason, what happens? The zones will be violated, the future stocks. But actually that is not the case. That is only a temporary phenomenon. Because zones are violated, all your equations will change. Your trend will be changing. Your new zone will be coming into the picture. All such kind of issues you will experience. How to prevent that? You can't see such kind of volatility changes in the equity stocks. When you will see volatility changes in the equity stocks, when there are some real incidents are happening in the market, they should change the price directions or they should change the price movements. All of a sudden some good orders came, all of a sudden some, some unexpected things happened. Based on that, institutions also will change their mind, they will change their order, they will make changes to their order flows. That all reflect your actual price movements in that particular stock. So that is the reason why analysis always we do as per equity stocks. So based on that, we take a trading decision in the futures chart. But I do agree, one point might be there in your mind. Suppose you want to place order. Well before reaching into that particular zone, how exactly we need to predict the futures price. For that, there are some formulas are there. Futures and options for calculating the futures price with respect to the equity price. Probably you have to depend on those softwares. Based on the equity price, the equivalent futures price, it will, because all the volatility conditions, everything will play. But only good thing with the futures is, compared to the options, the futures cost, the cost is closely move with the equity price. Not exactly the same, but closely it will move with the equity price. That is one advantage we have with futures. Maybe a difference of few rupees or few paisa depending on the cost. So that way we can estimate, the close estimate what could be the futures cost without much dependency on any external software which actually calculates the actual prices. And the next question, Nilesh Shinde commented, sir, hats off to your dedication and giving free knowledge. There are a lot of looters who are taking bulky fee for this. I do not agree with you. I won't call them as looters. The reason is, the value of this particular course is very high. That's why the price is also, whatever the price they are charging, you feel like it is a high price. Actually, it is a reasonable price. But if you think in a normal way, it is a high price. See, if you get a good knowledge in supply demand zone, probably you, with your first month trading itself, whatever the fees you are paying, probably you will get it back once you get the experience. May not be possible immediately, but once you get the experience, you will be able to get that money back. And whatever the high price for this course, that will show the real value of this course. Because it is having a real value, people are charging a huge amount of the money for providing the training. And moreover, it is not easy to provide the training for supply and demand zone price action. It is not at all easy. Unless the person is a very experienced person in that area. Unless the person is having a very good command on the market. Might have seen the market in the past, the market movements or market cycles, whatever you call. So only such kind of people will be in a position to provide you the right training. See, maybe person having 1 year experience, 2 year experience also can be provide the training. But you will be able to understand, the real value won't be there. It is just like some textbook content somebody is reading, like that it will be there. But all the real experienced people, whoever there in the market providing a good training, they are having good experience in the market, they are able to provide. They are able to provide the training probably in such a way you are able to understand something you are going to gain from that training. That's why they are charging a huge amount of the training. But people who are attending, not knowing all these points, like it is a highly expensive training, only experienced people having good knowledge only will be able to provide the right training. If people are not aware of that point, but attending our free training, probably they don't understand the real value of this training program. They feel like it is just like any other training program. Or some people who wants to learn everything in just 1 hour and 2 hours and wants to become an expert, they never at all understand the value of this training program. They never attend because they want things should happen in just 1 hour or 2 hours. If you want to really become an expert, you have to complete this training program. After that, at least 6 months to 1 year, you have to practice a lot. You have to understand the real issues. Why I am providing everyday analysis related discussion? Because in the everyday real analysis only you will see real issues. Every day, each day, at least majority of the days, you will see one new point from the live markets. Maybe the video could be 30 minutes video or 45 minutes video, the everyday analysis video. Maybe at least 5 minutes video at some point in that video, a 5 minutes content probably will help you to think in a better way. That is what the experience. And if you want to get that experience on your own, probably you need to struggle for 6 months or 1 year time period. But by going through my analysis videos every day, if you are in a position to spend every day 30 minutes time, sometimes you may feel bored because the same points you might have learned earlier might be repeated sometimes. But all of a sudden what happened? A issue you might have experienced in one of the charts. And the explanation I am giving you for that particular chart will help you gain some new experience with my explanation. Such kind of things we experience only in the live charts. So that's why this course itself is a very valuable course. Maybe I am providing free training, many people would not have realized this is a very important course. But some of you people already seen in the market. Some of you people are already having idea about this particular concept. That's why you are able to assess the real value this training program is providing. The money you are going to save, probably lakhs of rupees you are saving by attending this training. Otherwise you would have paid lakhs of rupees for some other training institutes who are offering this training program. So that's why you are understanding it's the real value of this particular course. But not every member in our group or in our channel are not exactly thinking like you. It is just a course, a free course for them. But anyway, I cannot get into that level. It's not possible for me to educate each and everyone to understand the importance of this course. I am providing a course, whatever my experience I am sharing, it is up to the people whether to use or not to use, whether to get benefit from this or not to get benefit. It is up to them. Okay, now let us look into the next comment. Sir, I am a bit confused in fresh zone. Okay, this question is already answered. It is a repeat question. Yeah. Next one, software to. Boss, I request you please mention your comments in English language. If you write like this, I don't understand. The only thing I have to do is copy this. I don't understand Hindi, that is the problem. Even last video clearly I explained my problem. When I am explaining in English means I do not understand Hindi. If I would have understand Hindi, I would have explained in Hindi itself, I would have got more subscribers by this time. So when somebody asks in Hindi, you know what I will do? I will go to Google, I will open Hindi to English. The translator I will open. The translation is not 100% accurate. Sometimes it will show, sometimes it will change the meaning of the text. I don't know whatever the text it is generated is correct or not. Sir, if you will not be able to do it through software. What I will not be able to do it with software? I'm doing everything with software. Then how will you get a zone with 75 minutes? Daily trade, which will give 1:5 target. I didn't understand your question, what you are referring. But at least I am able to understand something. I don't know whether it is correct or wrong. Please correct me if it is wrong. Maybe you are expecting if you give 1:5 in the NeoStock software, it should display all the stocks having 1:5 target. Is that what you are expecting? If you are expecting that, that is not practical. The reason is RR will be calculated based on fine-tuning the zones. Fine-tuning has to be done manually. See, RR will be changed. Even you need not fine-tune using zone confluence, even with the type 1 proximal, type 2 proximal, type 3 proximal. So how does software assume whether you are expecting type 1 proximal RR or type 2 proximal RR or type 3 proximal RR? After learning zone confluence concepts, you will understand the type 1, type 2, type 3 also meaningless most of the times. Instead, you have to fine tune the zone. That could be the best approach. That is what you might be thinking. If that is the case, how do we identify? Suppose if I calculated with type 1 level, by default, let us assume, the RR is 1:4.8. What software will do? It will filter the stock. It won't show you. But actually, if you take that stock, if you fine tune the zone, because you fine tuned, you are taking a deep entry inside the zone. Due to the deep entry, now you got 1:5 RR. That means you might have missed a good stock just because narrowly it missed the RR. These are the software problems. Because I am developing the software, I know the real issues in the software. Where software exactly fail, I know the reasons. That is the reason why instead of RR, what is that I used? I used a D2D range. Earlier also I told you ranges are very important. Somebody asked, why can't we use the tool, Fibonacci retracement, for identifying the curve? Someone asked, even last session, last Q&A session also I told. I don't want you people to use that tool. Instead of that, you have to draw the ranges by using info line in TradingView, because that is giving the range. This range will be helpful to you at later stage. That is what I told. The later stage means this is the question, whatever you asked, it is related to that. The D2D ranges, even previously also we generated WAT, weekly income trade, and monthly income trade reports I have generated. Did I not use ranges for filtering the stocks? So always you have to look for the range. What is the percentage you want to get? The profit. I want 5% profit I want to get. Even though the real RR is not 1:5 in those zones, still if you fine tune, what will happen? Risk will be reduced. Reward will be improved. All of a sudden you will see you get a 1:4 RR or 1:5 RR or even 1:6 or 1:7 RR you will get. How you are getting? By fine tuning. Software cannot do that. Human has to do that. Always remember, any fine tuning work, human is much better than the software. You cannot say, if software cannot do, how can human will do? That is what the skill of the human. There are certain things software cannot do, human can do. Human brain is having such capacity. But on the other side, how we are filtering the stocks? Instead of filtering based on 1:5, we are filtering the stocks based on the D2D range. The D2D range will ensure you get 1:5 RR or even more RR you will get. Now those stocks are having good rewards. I'm not saying good risk. Those stocks having good rewards you are filtering. See the technique here. Those stocks having good reward you are filtering. You may ask a question, what is the use? Risk is high. No, obviously RR will be reduced. That's why we learned a technique based on zone confluence, fine tuning the zone. That's why I told that session is a very, very important session. Even in the heading also I kept important in the title of that particular lesson. I didn't remember it is lesson 16 or lesson 15. Anyway, one of these lessons, fine tuning the zone, zone confluence. I explained even much better things in the practical session. But you know what happened? Most of the people attended the theory session. They felt, okay, we understood everything. And some people skipped the practical session. Those people who skipped practical session of zone confluence, they all face some disadvantages in their future. I'm sure about that. Important things we should not compromise. See, some people are learning the videos by attending second time, third time, fourth time also. They are the people going to get good success. Even I learned like that. When I learn any concept, I do that kind of approach only. That is the best approach. But many people, they skip the video. 1 hour video they will finish in 20 minutes. They never learn the important things they will skip. Same thing happened, zone confluence, the practical session also. Because I can see the views. Based on the views I can understand. Maybe whoever attended the theory, they didn't attend the practical. But practical session is more important than the theory concepts because some new concepts I explained in that video. Some concepts in depth I explained in that video. Because in the live charts, I get an opportunity to explain the things even much better way. See, just before someone asked a question about the tested zone and fresh zone. Anyway, I gave the explanation, but in case if he did not ask the question, probably all his doubts would have been clarified when he is attending the practical session in lesson 9. All his doubts would have been clarified. That's why practical lessons are very important. So in that practical session, I clearly explained how we can reduce the risk with the help of fine-tuning the zone. See, when reward will be improved? The moment risk is reduced, reward will be improved. If you are filtering without fine-tuning, if you are filtering based on type 1 proximal or type 2 proximal, you won't get the good rewards. Many of the stocks that are having capability to achieve 1:5, you will miss in the software filter itself. Because that danger is there. That's why I didn't introduce filtering the stocks based on the RR. Instead of that, filtering the stocks based on the reward. That is a D2D range. Once you have a very good range, a stock is having a very good range, that means a very good reward. What you can do? Risk you can reduce. That is there in your hand. You know how to reduce the risk. One is based on the proximal types. Second one is based on the fine-tuning the zone. By going to the lower time frames, that way you find the actual horizon where the order flow is there. Once, because your risk is high, you will take the trade only if that particular level price reaches. Because you already reduced the risk, what happened? Obviously you will achieve 1:5. Not 1:5, many times we achieve 1:6, 1:7, 1:8 also we will achieve. See, all high liquidity zones, we are getting money like that only every day. Every day videos, that is only I am doing. I am fine-tuning the zone. That way I am finding the real order flow and also I am getting the best reward every time. Otherwise it is not easy to achieve 6.1% ROI for each stock. That means 6.1% profit you are getting for your investment. That is one cost of one futures lot. If you are an options expert, probably according to your options concepts, you will be taking your trade. Whatever it is, it doesn't make the difference. The only thing is you are getting the best order. That human intervention is required. That's why never say, how can a human will do with if software is not doing? It's not that software is not doing. It's that we don't want to filter certain stocks unnecessarily. I repeat, we don't want certain stocks should be filtered unnecessarily because RR is not there. But actually, we get the RR if you manually fine tune the zone. See, we have 73 stocks or 79 stocks are filtered. From that list, we come down to from 5 stocks or 6 stocks in that report. I explained in that video how we reduced the number with good reward. And how to minimize the risk, that is there in our hand. That skill you already learned. I already explained in lesson 15 or lesson 16 in one of these lessons. Hope you got answer to your question. I don't know, this translation is correct. Please correct me. Next time onwards, please try to put your questions in English. Because if you keep in Hindi, this is the problem I am facing. And one more question also you asked. Please understand, this is my problem, how I am facing problem. Every time translating to this Google Translate, sir, how many days can one take those dosa? What dosa? Masala dosa or egg dosa? No, I am not asking you, I am asking the Google. Because Google translated this as a dosa. Or dose, or is it dose? Dose means medicine dose. See, this is the problem with the Google translator. Sir, how many days can one take the dose? That is, for how many days can one wait? Can anybody understood this question? Now tell me, this English translation is proper or wrong? Hindi to English translation. If the translation is not proper, then how can I answer your question? I know Telugu language. If I provide an answer to your question in Telugu language, do you accept? Do you understand? Exactly the same problem I am facing. If you are talking in a language which I don't understand, how can I provide, how can you expect me to provide the answer to you? You have to respect other person's feelings also. Last session I clearly told. Even I said my apologies also for not knowing Hindi language. If I am not knowing Hindi language, is it my problem? This is how my education was when I was young. We have so many states in our country. Each state is having their own language. And especially South people, it is very difficult to understand Hindi language. Because Hindi is completely different from our local languages. And we rarely find the people who speak in Hindi here. The only language at this point of time everybody knows is, the other one is English. At least for our jobs point of view, everybody struggling, at least with some struggle, we are learning English. And with that we are able to communicate. I am not saying we are all perfect in English. At least we are in a position to communicate with each other. See the translator, how it is translated. When the Google itself is unable to translate properly, then how can I understand? Just now, sometime before you asked me, if software itself cannot do, how can we do? That is what now the same question I am asking you. If software itself cannot translate properly, how can I understand? I hope now you will understand the real problems with the software. Because I know the real problems with the software, that is the reason why There are places where it is not required to develop the software. That is the area I avoided to get the best results. Now with this example, practically, I hope you understand the real issue. Why I did not provided the filtering the stocks based on the RR. Human only best. See, if you would have written in English, your English could have been better than the Google. Do you accept? See the translation, Google translation. If you would have written your comment in English, definitely you are better. Now you tell me, human is better or machine is better? Machine means software. Now you will agree, human only better in certain situations. This is a classic example to tell you the answer you asked for the previous question, regarding the RR. See, the RR, filtering the stocks based on the RR is a dangerous. It is a dangerous option. Otherwise, it's hardly 2 or 3 lines extra code I have to write, nothing more than that. Already risk is there, reward is there. Reward by risk or risk by reward, whatever way. You just do division, that's it, you will get RR. But without calculating RR, why I am showing you only the risk and reward? Because I am expecting you people fine tune the zone and reduce the risk and provide the best RR. That is what I am doing every day in our high liquidity zone analysis. That is the way I am identifying exact order flow where it is there inside the zone. That is the skill everybody has to build. If you build that skill, definitely you will be a master in supply demand zone price action. Your failure rate will be less and your success rate will be high. That is what I explained in zone confluence video. That is lesson 16 or lesson 15, one of these lessons. I didn't remember the exact number. Zone confluence is such a powerful concept. That is having the ability to reduce the risk and whatever the reward you are expecting, that reward, at least nearest to that reward, it will be in a position to give you. And what you do, till that level prices reaches, then only you will take the trade. Otherwise, if prices are going back, you just leave that stock and you focus on some other stock, that's it. Because anyway, with the help of the software, you are getting good number of stocks. Even if you miss your trade in one stock, you may get your trade in another stock. Why you will miss? Sometimes maybe the fine-tuned area, prices may not come. Just before itself, it will turn back and it will go. But those kind of incidents we see rarely. Most of the times, whatever we are fine-tuning, that area, prices are entering because that is the area the real order flow is there. Only the real order flow only can stop prices to go further, go down or further go up, depending on demand zone or supply zone. Hope you got the clarity. Hope you understand why sometimes a human is much better than the machine. With this Google example, you might have got the clarity. Now let us look into the next question. I already replied to his question, but it is an important question. Let me see what it is. Sir, I have a question. Reliance Industry, one day, DBR created, pro gap up of a LegOut candle, excellent. Explosive LegOut candle, excellent. LegOut formation without follow through, good. Also looks sluggish, weak. In this case, what should be the strategy? Let me explain his question on the chart. Reliance. So this is the chart he was referring. See here we have drop base rally with gap, LegOut, and moreover this is also high explosive candle. After that there is a a candle without follow through candle. It is not a follow, it is without follow through candle. Because it is a drop candle, but it is prices further moved up and then came down. And after that, he just felt it is sluggish, but actually it is not sluggish movement. Sluggish movement is different. Completely prices should be inside this candle and they're moving inside this LegOut candle for some time. That is sluggish movement. Inside this LegOut, price movement is there for some days. At least some days it should be there. Generally what happens inside, 1 or 2 days movement will be there and again it will go up. That is not sluggish. Continuously a few days, a few candles it should be there. At least you can say a minimum 5 candles or 6 candles. That is sluggish movement. But anyway, this already having gap up. See, whichever the highest option is there, first you have to give priority to that. What is the highest option? LegOut with gap or high explosive, both are having equal priority. And in this candle, both are there, LegOut with gap and highest priority. So that means this zone is excellent. Next candle, whether follow through candle is there or next candle without follow through is there, you won't bother about that. When there is a gap, LegOut with gap or LegOut with high explosive, either one. But in this case, both conditions satisfied. In both conditions, they are excellent. When in that condition, you don't bother about the next day's candle. LegOut with gap and LegOut with high explosive, you never look into the next candles. But it is actually a very good question. That is what I mentioned in this comment. Let me show you. So where is my reply? Okay, it's a good question. Is the LegOut with pro gap of high explosive, the other scenarios are not applicable. Always we should consider the highest order in all these conditions. That is what just now I explained you in Reliance. The next reply I have given, I appreciate your effort and I am happy to know you are working hard and learning the concepts. I expect everyone should learn in the same way. This is the only way anyone should learn. Because he is observing each and every minute point and he is learning. Why he is able to observe minute level and learning? You see his reply, you will understand. I have been learning all our videos of demand and supply from first video in the playlist and writing notes while repeatedly watching. Repeatedly. How many of you are doing that? I know majority of you are just skip the video and seeing just bits by bits. You never learn the subject. Even earlier also I told you, even not only today's video, previously also couple of times I told you. This is the only way you have to learn. This is the only way even I learned. This is the advice I gave you people. Even then you didn't listen. But see the kind of doubts he is getting. Because based on the kind of doubt he got, I understood how he is learning. That's why I have appreciated him. I appreciate your effort and I am happy to know you are working hard. For this reply, he again replied. After this only he replied. I have been learning. Playlist, writing notes while repeatedly watching and rewatching the videos and again rewatching the videos. Hence I am coming up with several questions all the way. Hope you don't mind. Definitely I don't mind answering the questions. Because I am happy if you people are learning in the right way. Whatever the question you ask, I am ready to answer. Because all these questions are genuine questions. Because you are learning such a dedication, obviously it is my responsibility to provide the right answers for your questions. With that intention, for that only we are providing this free training program. I don't know about anyone else, but the way I am working with your videos every day, repeatedly, and the way your way of teaching them is, you are definitely making a future successful trader. Yes, definitely he is a successful trader. I'm sure exactly the way how I am able to analyze the stocks, the same way he will also do very soon. I am going to be one very soon. Yes, you are going to be. And majorly because of your videos. Okay, thank you. Continue doing it, please. They are making a great impact on my learning journey. See, he is the one actually really making use of every video I'm releasing. I'm expecting the same with everyone also. Because I want everyone should become like how exactly this guy is, or how exactly this guy is going to achieve very soon in the coming days. See, what is our ultimate goal? To make good money. When you will make good money, if you have very good knowledge, then only you will make. Only people are having good knowledge. And whatever the knowledge I am having every day, I am sharing with you guys. And I am not charging even a single rupee from you. I am not taking a single rupee from you. I am not even expecting any money from you. What I am expecting, whatever the effort I am putting, justify that. That is what I am asking. Just justify my effort. How you justify? Each and every observation I am making, you should learn, and then again you should repeat that. At someday you won't need any of my help. You don't require any of my help one day. That kind of situation you have to get. Like how I am helping you, exactly the same way you should be in a position to help somebody else without taking single rupee from them. If you are again taking money from someone and helping them, then there is no meaning for the initiative I have taken. There are two objectives. Objective number one, you have to learn properly, and whatever the knowledge I am having, same knowledge you have to gain. Objective number two, you should help the other people the way how I am helping you without taking a single rupee from them. That's it. This is only the objective behind providing my free training. See, learn from the other people, sir. How successfully they are. How I sensed this person is going to be a successful. Why I appreciated him? Because I know how people get success with their actions, I have that kind of experience. I'm already having 26 years of industry experience. I have seen several people. Even I was into education also for around close to 10 years. Provided training to the students in the area of programming, software programming. It doesn't make whether it is software programming or stock market related. With that experience, I will be in a position to tell who is going to get success and who is not going to get success. I sensed this guy is going to get success very soon. That's why I encouraged him with my appreciation. Because I like the people who work like him. If you are also working like this, I will also give my appreciation to you. That will be an encouragement to you. It's not that he is important person and you are not important person. For me, everybody who subscribed in my channel, they are equally important. Why I am crying a lot or why I am shouting a lot here? Because I want all you people should get success. And I want all you people should learn the same way how this guy is learning. Because I don't know his real name because it's not visible here. So learn properly. Be a good trader, not be a good trader, be a successful trader. And good money. And remember me always. That is what I am expecting. Nothing more I am expecting from you people. Okay? Now let's get into the next comment. How can I access the software? So please go through question and answer one video. I have given a detailed explanation. You will get answers to your question. Sir, next question, sir. In 15 minutes zone, 75 minutes zone, what is the ITF? What is the HTF? And in 75, I think I provided answer. It's not. Good question. I appreciate your effort for learning. He is also learning. That's why you got the doubts. Actually, it's a good question. Everybody should get this question in this chapter, actually. And he is the another one working very sincerely. Obviously, I have to appreciate. That is what I did. Good question. See, first let me read his question. Sir, in 15 minutes zone, 70, this is in lesson, currently he is going through lesson 12.2.3, the practical session. See, sincerely he is attending the practical session regarding HTF, ITF and LTF. His question is, sir, in 15 minute zone, 75 minute zone, that means probably LTF zones. What is the ITF and what is the HTF? In 75 minute zone, what is the ITF and HTF? Also in 125 minute zone, what is the ITF and HTF? Deliberately, actually, I didn't explain those concepts in this particular session. Instead, I explained this concept in lesson 15. Why I did like that? I provided the answer here. I appreciate your effort for learning supply demand zone, price action with dedication. I deliberately moved this discussion to lesson 15. That means your mindset start thinking about it until lesson 15. Actually, I want you people think till the lesson 15, what should be the HTF zone, what should be the ITF zone. That kind of question should be there in our mind. That is my expectation. So that you would experience a shift in your learning curve. This is my intention. See, when you start thinking, you know what happened? Your mind thinking level will change. A shift should be there in your thinking level. If you have doubts, that shift will come. If you don't get the doubts, always we will be like a dumb people. We are not dumb people. I don't want you people to be dumb people. That's why wherever the change in our mind required, the shift is required, there I have already taken care in my training program, in the lessons. And also I warned him, please do not look for your answers in lesson 15 without completing the next lessons. That is very important. Then only whatever I am expecting you people, your mind should observe, or the shift, your mind, whatever I am expecting. That happens only if you hold your questions till lesson 15. Anyway, lesson 15, who completed, you know what is HTF, what is ITF, LTF for all the time frames, you know that. Sir, we are with you, last moment of life, not video. Last minute, please do not mind, and love from India. Okay, thank you for your, and please don't get emotion. I know, I understand, actually I must respect your emotions, but I don't want you to get into that level. I will be happy if you earn good money, that's it. Nothing more is required, and I don't want, never be emotional, because that is not a good skill for stock market traders. We should control our emotions. But remember, I respect your emotions. I'm not criticizing, I'm respecting. But never be emotional. be always away from that. If you appreciate, I'm happy for that. But don't get too involved with the emotions. That is also not a good skill for stock market to get a good success in stock market. We should be out of the emotions. Then only we get the good success in stock market. Please understand why I'm saying. Next, sir, please carry your hard work for humanity and great love you, sir. We all respect your hard dedication for us. Yes, even I love all you guys. And I love you guys more when you learn the skills properly and start learning. That is what I'm expecting all you people. Okay, anyway, I'm also in India only. I'm staying in India only. Don't worry, guys. My support will be there always. Next comment. Sir, it is really a wonderful concept. I keep on going through the lessons repeatedly. Please don't stop this invaluable course. Sorry, invaluable course and daily analysis. We are a lot thankful for your generous. Thank you, Nisha. Thank you very much. Next question, Jai Kishan commented. We all are interested. I think maybe this is a which okay, NeoStock version 2.0. I think this is about our new feature. I'm started generating the bullish and bearish trade setups from February 1st. So already you got 2 videos. Now it is there in your hands to make use of those results in a better way. How to get software? Pratap Reddy is asking. Pratap, please go through question and answer session 1 video. In Q&A playlist, question and answer Q&A playlist, you will get all these lessons. Then you will get answer to this question. Somshekar Reddy is asking. Yes, need very useful to all. Please generate MIT and okay. Anyway, I am generating this. Guys, stop asking in every video. I will go through all your questions. You don't repeat. Anyway, I told you please go through Q&A 1 video. You will understand the issues. JJ Bhakti Music commented, sir, it is a very helpful. Please generate additional bullish and bearish trade setups for us. Anyway, I am generating them. Really, I think all these are all related to bullish and bearish setups, but I already started from 1st February onwards. What is it? Really want to daily reports. Yeah, I think this is a WIT MIT you are getting. Very simple analysis, doing very hard work. Salute to you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sohail. First view. Maybe I assume you are appreciating something. Thank you. I didn't really understand, but maybe you are appreciating something. Sir, how we get the supply demand zone top-down analysis application? Please go through Q&A 1 video, question and answer 1 video. You will get answer. Very informative session, Pankaj. Thank you, Pankaj. Sir, can we take trade in options? Yes, you can take trade in options. There are no objections. But you should have the skill, proper skill on the options. Because I have seen many demand and supply zone traders using even in options also. But you might be knowing how to trade with options. If you know probably, you will make use of this demand and supply zone. How exactly you have to trade, you are the best person to tell, because I am not comfortable with options. So that is the reason why I am not trading in options. Next one, MTech Gaming. Sir, very informative video. But आप हिंदी में video. Okay, I already told you my problem last week. Even after I told you, still again you are asking me. Actually, I told you apologies. I am not supposed to tell that. But still I told not knowing Hindi. But you didn't understand. Isn't it? And again asking means, see, if I am not having skill in one area, if you again asking me, it is insulting me. Please understand. Don't do that. Everybody won't be having every skill, right? When I don't understand Hindi, you have to accept that. You can't force me. If I know Hindi, I would have explained you in Hindi itself, right? I know Telugu. But am I explaining in Telugu? No. Why? Because many of you people doesn't understand Telugu. I have to respect everyone. Okay, but I don't know Hindi. Then what is the common language for all of us? Maybe English. At least many of us can understand. That way I am explaining. You have to understand other people's problems. You can't force them. Even after I explained in Q&A session, the same Q&A session again you replied. After that Q&A session, see, the previously I explained, this is the Q&A comments. Please understand the problem, other people's problems. I'm putting so much of effort, and again you are expecting so many things from me. I'm not your slave, right? To provide each and everything what you guys are asking. I'm helping you people. That is what you have to understand. And please understand my problem. I have a lot of ego issues. Please understand. If you touch my ego, that the matter will become very serious. When I am helping, you have to understand I am helping you. Did I take a single rupee from you? No. First of all, why should I tell you apologies in my previous Q&A session? Just because I respected you. When I respected you, you have to accept that. Same question again and again if you are asking. What does it mean? First of all, why should I explain all these concepts with free of cost? I am doing that. When I am doing that, make use of it. I clearly told you my problem. Even then, if you are asking, how do I expect? Because you are asking these questions, just you want to disturb me, right? Because that is the intention I am getting in my mind. I don't know whether that is your real intention or not. But generally, that is what happened. Same person again and again asking same question. Even after explaining the reasons behind that. I clearly explained in the previous question and answer session. I doesn't understand. Even then you are asking the questions. So let me move on to the next question. Appreciate your efforts for making our video and to share daily reports of NSE stocks which are near to demand and supply zones, but I trade in US market and there are a lot of other details traders in the world who trades in different markets also would be looking for this report for the market they trade in. So if you could share in similar version of screening utility that can generate this report based on input stocks data. Actually, this demand and supply zone, whatever the software I developed, it works in any market. The only thing is data feed is required. At present, I didn't find US data. Or maybe we need to buy the US data, but I am not in a position to buy now. Already, what to say, I'm already spending a lot of money in other aspects. So now at this point of time, I'm not in a position to invest my money for buying US data. But if data is available, it is easy to generate the reports for US stocks also. But the thing is, while getting data itself is not enough. There are many other things should be, because sometimes there could be some splits, corporate actions will be there. Split in the data, bonus in the data, dividends, all these things will change the data. At the time again, we have to update the data with all those. That means it's not US stock data, apart from that, the corporate data, all those things I have to get. If I get, then what I do, I feed the data into the database, that's it. I can run the reports with the help of the software. Then again, it will just, I don't require to make any changes in the code. Maybe if at all, if I require to make some changes, just integration of the US data integration with our software, that could be a small, maybe a few hours coding work is required. But if somebody is able to provide me access to the US data, definitely I don't mind to generate reports for US stock market. Not only US, any market we can generate reports. Hope I gave you the answer to your question. Rakesh, thank you, sir. Thank you, Rakesh. Yan Sai, kind of you to comment on my question. I'm really looking forward to the position or swing trading videos. I understood your point, very eager for these videos. Anyway, now you are getting the swing trading related, that is MIT and WIT, monthly income trade and weekly income trade reports I am publishing. Hope you will make use of those reports. Thank you, sir. No doubts cleared. Can we consider demand zone from the years back? I think this is the one I addressed during last video. I think now I have addressed all your questions for the last 2 weeks till the date. See, I'm sorry guys, because sometimes some kind of questions, if you keep on repeating, definitely it will irritate me. You have to understand. I'm also human. I'm also having emotions. My intention is not to scold you, or my intention is not to shout at you. But you have to understand, there is a level, a threshold level. That is a very sensitive area. We should not cross that. If somebody is not having some skills, you have to accept that. You should not force the other person. Otherwise, how it looks like, sometimes I get a feeling that you are insulting me. That's why again and again you are asking. When I don't know Hindi, you have to accept that. Am I not accepting? If you don't understand Telugu, or if you don't understand Tamil, I'm accepting, right? Exactly the same way you have to accept me. But forcing me to provide the answers in Hindi again and again, how can I do when I don't have that skill? I don't understand, not even 0.1% I am able to understand. See, today how I struggled with the help of this Google Translator. or some other person's question. When I'm trying to answer your question means you have to respect that. You have to understand that I respected you. In return, again, I expect the same thing from you. And when I don't get it back, how do I react? This is what happens sometimes. Hope you understand. Okay, any other questions? If you are having, please put them in the comment section. I request you put your comments in English. Otherwise, you have seen how I am struggling in with the Google Translator that is not even providing me proper translation. Okay, anyway, I am hoping that I provided answers to all your questions, what you are expecting from me. Still, if you are having any doubts, please put them in the comment section. Again, I will try to answer either in the comment section or again in the separate video. Thank you all. Let us all meet again in the next video. Take care. Have a good day.